Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over 5 effective fakes that you can use on the wing to create space for yourself. So the first move that we're going to be talking about is going to be the fake shot, or the fake cross, you can call it. So on the wing, one of the most effective moves that you can use is this move. And the reason for that is because you have a lot of options and the defender is not able to guess exactly what you're going to do. So for the fake shot or the fake cross, what you have to do as a first step is to tap the ball slightly away from your feet. Once you tap that ball slightly away, then I want you to stare to the middle of the box, which makes the defender think you're definitely going to cross the ball. So the stare is very important and the tap is very important. The third step of doing the move is to take a huge step beside the ball and to make sure that as you take that step, your foot lands right behind the ball. So as I step, my foot lands behind the ball and I'm going to stare in that direction. The next step of doing the fake shot or the fake cross is very simple. You're going to chop the ball in the opposite direction that you faked, and you can easily create space for yourself to cross. So from there is very important. As I want to chop that ball away, I put my foot beside the ball, and it's a chop to the opposite direction. Now I can cross. The next move that we can use on the wing to create space is the fake shot. So I spoke about the fake shot in the first move, but this time we're doing a different variation and it's the fake shot. So for the fake shot, what I want you to understand is that the fake shot is actually the bait of our move. So instead of us off balancing the defender with that fake shot, we want to off balance the defender after the fake shot because it's a fake shot. Now I'll explain to you how it looks like. For this one, we're performing the exact same steps. We're tapping the ball to the inside, but instead we're not staring to the inside because we don't want the defender to take a step that way, because we want to make sure that the defender takes a step that way so we can create space for ourselves to the inside to shoot. So now this time we're not going to stare and we're just going to take a giant step beside the ball. As we do that fake shot, this time we're not chopping the ball that way, but we're dragging the ball. So once I do my fake shot, I'm going to slightly, with the inside of my foot, I'm going to drag the ball in that direction, here. And then once the defender moves in this direction, now I'm going to quickly tap the ball in the opposite direction, and now I have space to the inside to shoot. The next move that we can use to create space on the wing is the Maradona Turn. Now I have a video about the Maradona Turn, so if you want to check out the full tutorial, I'll put the video right here above the screen right now. But when we want to do the Maradona Turn, it's all about first thinking where we want to drag the defender. Because when we're playing on the wing, I know some players are left-footed and they play on the left side, so they want to get to their dominant foot to cross. But for some players, it might be the opposite. Regardless, what we have to do, first, we have to think where I want to create my space. If I want to go outside or to the inside. So in this example, because I want to go to the inside, I'm going to start tapping the ball into the outside here. And when I tap that ball here, the defender is going to move with me, because if they don't move, then they're giving me space to go on cross. So they're definitely going to move with you. My final tap is going to be a little bit away from my foot, just to make sure that the defender baits into the challenge. So I'm going to make sure that final tap is a little bit away, just to tease them to take the bait. From there, my furthest foot goes on top of that ball. I'm going to shield the ball just to protect myself. And then from there, I'm going to easily perform that Maradona to the inside. And now I have space to shoot. So the next 2 moves that I'm going to be explaining are extremely effective, and they're probably going to work for you every time once you master them. So make sure to stick around. The next move that we're going to talk about is going to be the single feint. Now I also have a video about the single feint, so for the full tutorial you can also check that video out. But for the single feint, when we're playing on the wing, the first thing that the players don't focus on is how to make it more tricky when we're playing on the wing. Now, I'll give you a key here. If you're playing on the wing, I recommend you doing it with your dominant foot. So if you're a fullback and you're left-footed and you're playing on the left side, I recommend you do it with your left foot. And if you're right-footed and you're playing on the wing, I recommend you do it with your right foot. So whichever foot you're more dominant, that's the foot that you want to be doing it with, because that's going to make it more tricky for the defender. And I'll explain to you why in a few seconds. Once we start dribbling towards that player, we have to attack them nose to nose straight. From there, once we get a little bit closer, we want to bring our feet together, and we want to make sure that our foot, our dominant foot, is inwards, just to make it more believable and more tricky. From there, we're going to take a step, or a fake tap, I call it, to the opposite direction here, and drop our shoulder quickly. And then from there, the other foot comes in, and we're just going to tap the ball away, and now we have space to cross. Now, the reason that I want you to do it with your dominant foot is because we want to make it more believable for the defender. So the defender is definitely going to expect that you cut inside to your strong foot, or cut outside to your strong foot if you're a fullback. So if you're left-footed here, they're definitely going to expect you to go that way, because that's the foot that you're using to dribble with. Or if you're right-footed, they're going to expect you to cut inside. So that's what we're going to use as a decoy to trick the defender. Instead of actually going where they expect us to go, we're going to fake it that way and go to the opposite direction. And now we have a lot of space. And the final move that we're going to use on the wing to be able to create space is going to be the double scissors. Now, when you understand how to do a double scissors correctly, you can adjust it based on where you want to create space for yourself on the wing, whether you want to go to the outside or to the inside. But for the double scissors, the first step is to attack the defender straight. Once we attack them straight, the second step is to perform a bat scissors to the defender. Now, you might ask yourself, why are we performing a bat scissors? And the reason for that is because, again, we want to use that bat scissors as a decoy for the defender to take the bait. So instead of performing a tricky scissors, we're going to do a very bad one. Now, how do we do a bat scissors? We're just going to go around the ball, and we're not going to drop our shoulder at all. And we're going to do the bat scissors a little bit slower, just to make it more believable for the defender. So I'm just going to, with my closest foot, do a ballerina and just go around that ball here. And I'm not going to drop my opposite shoulder. From there, my second scissors is going to be my strong scissors, where the defender is actually going to bait. So I'm just going to bring the other foot in now and do the same thing, ballerina in front of the ball. Now, as I go around the ball, it has to be quick, and my opposite shoulder has to drop. And once I drop my shoulder here, I can quickly tap the ball away, and now I have space to cross or shoot. Now, since the first scissors is a bat scissors, and the second scissors is our actual scissors where we tap the ball in the opposite direction, now you have to adjust based on where you want to go. So if you want to go to the outside there, then your bat scissors should be, your first scissors should be to the outside here, because then your good scissors is towards the inside where you actually fake that player, and now you can go that way. Or the opposite, if you want to go to the inside, your first scissors should be to the inside first, because you want to do the second one that way. So I'm going to do my bat scissors to the inside and my good scissors to the outside, and now I can create space to the inside for myself to shoot.